Today on Focal Point, we're going to discuss the Learning Lab and Student Academic Computer Center with Anna Sasis, who is the department chair. We will also see what took place at the fashion show, and we are going to find out what opinions CCP students have about racism. Stay with us. Hi, welcome to Focal Point on CCP TV, the Emmy-nominated educational channel of Community College of Philadelphia. I'm Darlene Muntz, a student in the Theater Arts curriculum. I am here with Anna Sasis. She is the department chair of the Learning Lab and Student Academic Computer Center. Welcome, Professor Sasis.
Hi, Darlene. Nice to be here.
Professor Sasis, for what subjects is tutoring available in the Learning Center?
The Learning Lab offers tutoring in a wide variety of subjects. We have 3 locations on the main campus. The Science, Technology, and Allied Health Department Learning Lab section is located in the lower level of the library, where they cover biology, chemistry, a variety of allied health, respiratory, DMI, nursing, as well as computer information systems. We have the Math and Business Learning Lab that is in B236 that does math, business, statistics. And then the Central Learning Lab, B128, where we cover a wide variety of the humanities, foreign language, English, reading, writing, and as well as ESL classes.
What resources can students access in the Learning Labs?
In the Learning Lab, we offer tutoring from specialists who are various professors that do one-on-one tutoring, workshops, as well as study groups. In addition, we have peer tutors. They're both student and non-student peer tutors that have been successful in their course material. They've had to have at least an A in that particular class, as well as maintain a 3.0 GPA. So we offer a wide variety of assistance for students to come and gain better knowledge about course content, study skills, a variety of study skill topics, but anything that will help them to be more successful along their academic journey. We're here to help support and encourage them so that they may be successful and in their time here at CCP, as well as the information that they gain from this to take on in their future endeavors.
What kind of support is available for students at the Student Academic Computer Center?
The Student Academic Computer Center, also kind of commonly referred to as SAC, offers computers for our students to come in, whether they are in between classes and have reports to do or have online homework. We have faculty as well as student workers within SAC who are able to assist the students if they have any questions with regarding to their computer programs or just basic functions on the computer, and in addition, they can also print in these locations. The computers in the Learning Labs don't have printers, but in SAC, which we have 2 locations on the main campus, as well as at the regional centers, they can do their printing there for their course materials.
Okay, so that's the difference between the Learning Lab and the SAC Labs.
Yes.
Okay.
The SAC Labs are the computer labs, and the Learning Lab is where we provide educational support for the students in content areas, whereas the educational support we provide through SAC is the computer usage and basics with the assistance in those functions.
Okay, good. What resources can students access in the Learning Labs?
In order to access both the Learning Lab and SAC, the services offered there, all they need is their student ID cards. In SAC, they are to swipe in upon entry, and then it's a first come, first served basis for the computers. The Learning Lab, we schedule appointments as well as take drop-ins. So it's not until you're going to schedule an appointment that you would be required to present your CCP ID, or if you are fortunate enough to get a drop-in appointment, when we record the information of who you are, you would present your ID. as well as being registered for a particular course. So as long as you're a current CCP student and you have your ID, then you're more than welcome to come in and access all of the services we can offer you.
Lastly, what advice can you give to students to help encourage them to seek out these services that are beneficial to them?
I think it's really about creating an environment for the students where they aren't afraid to show that they don't know what hasn't been taught to them yet. It's about creating an environment that allows them to be vulnerable and in a space where they can admit that they may not understand or may not know the material, and then we can help them to learn the tools to be better at the learning process and then applying that within their classes. So it's really a way to help build their skill sets.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for being with us, Professor Sasis, and thank you for your wonderful overview of the program. Now we're going to see what went on at the Student Fashion Show.
The inspiration for the show is fashion. The idea and purpose of the fashion show is to raise body image and self-awareness and confidence. We want every student from every walk of life to understand that they can come here and not be judged.
It was based off of a theme. The theme was called Anywhere, just wearing any clothes that you could wear anywhere possible.
I was watching New York Fashion Week and I was like, they do so amazing clothes, and then you see people with t-shirt lines at CCP that never get a chance to do that. But they have such amazing clothes. So I was like, let's give students a voice in the fashion world that no one else gives them.
It was a lot of upcoming young designers, and it was also a lot of young models that, you know, are eager and hungry.
During the show, a lot of my designers have their own websites and they need poster models to model their own shows. So it helps build their portfolio.
We got some people who are may not be typically considered, you know, model material, whether it be height or weight, and they got the opportunity to actually participate in the fashion show.
I find the models everywhere, pretty much. I have some coming from Philly Fashion Week, some are just regular students that just want to try it out for the first time.
We just set up a casting call and only like 3 models showed up that actually attended the school.
Then Philly Fashion Week heard about it and they sent me a couple of their models.
I had to go on Instagram and post a flyer, and that's where the rest of my models came from.
Other than that, just set like wildfire, and I just kept getting models. Rehearsal is done, the models come in and they are trained. I have 2 models that walked in Philly Fashion Week and also AC Fashion Week, and they'll come in, I have 1 male and 1 female, and they'll teach them how to walk, show them if they're too stiff, if they're too just loosey-goosey with it. And they'll teach them how to walk in heels, how to walk on flat foot, everything. My
role was just to brand other models. I've been in modeling for so long, so I know what it is to be a model, and I wanted to help other models become more perfected in their craft if they wanted to be a model, or even if they just wanted to do a print model. Being as though we were short on models, the designers wanted to use me as their model. So I had to run to try on other designers' clothing and then try to go to my section to go make sure my models are fit for their clothes. The good things that came out of the obstacles were just all the models enjoying themselves and getting out there and getting noticed by people that are actually high in the fashion world.
During their fashion show, they have to have 2 outfits, either a personality outfit or all black outfit, and we have to approve those outfits. And we have to teach them that when you're modeling, you're a walking hanger. You're not allowed to touch the clothes.
I really enjoyed myself. It was very different from any other fashion shows that I usually attend or go to. It was actually a good opportunity to actually, you know, just even build friendship and then also network with other people there.
I don't plan to get anything out of it. I just want everyone to be happy. That's all I really want. I want to see the smile and the joy in their face when people realize that they can actually do something.
All in all, I say it was a good show. I would like to come back.
This show actually helped me learn how to be more patient with modeling, and even being the designer. It helped me launch my new clothes, like I was saying, and it helped me get into Link City Fashion Week for 2017. Every year we have a show, we get people emailing us saying we want you to come help us with our show, because at the end of the day, we do put on an amazing show.
We need students as much as we can, because without the students, what would the show be?
The crowd actually made the show, because if it wasn't for the crowd, there would not be no show.
It's a lot of hard work going into it, and it'd be a waste if no one comes to see it.
Any advice I can give to students to come to the fashion show would be, come to Jasmine's office in the student board program room. She can give you any information that you need to know, or if you follow me on Instagram, my name is Kenson_J. I can give you all the information whenever we have our next show, keep you updated. If you subscribe to my personal Instagram for CCP's fashion show that I'm going to create within a week or so, you'll be able to get all the updates for the shows, all the updates for the castings, all the updates for photo shoots that we have, and things of that nature.
I hope to reach out to everyone, like not only see like the main campus, but the West Regional campus, all the other campuses, so they can come and eventually make this fashion show way bigger, so we can do this fashion show outside in the spring later on.
Very exciting. On a topical note, let's hear what opinions CCP students have about racism.
Yes, I have experienced racism before. It was while I was working in upstate New York. There was an older gentleman who implied that I was a different type of Asian, and when I corrected him, he said that basically you all look alike, black hair, brown eyes, and implied that we all have money, which would have been nice if it were true.
I've experienced racism when I lived with my roommate at Temple. He was Asian from Hong Kong, so he was pretty racist towards, well, pretty much everyone, but especially black people.
No, I have not ever experienced racism.
Definitely when I was younger. Even with my own race, sometimes I just didn't fit the Latino quality, depending on how I acted and sometimes how I even looked.
I grew up in a predominantly black and white neighborhood in South Philadelphia. I was born in South Philadelphia as well, but growing up, going into public elementary schools, the other kids they didn't see another Asian kid before, and they didn't know what to think of me. They compared me to famous martial artists, and some of these people I didn't even know about.
To me, racism represents a lack of knowledge, a lack of understanding, a lack of, I guess, even logic.
It means so much. It's just discriminating someone because of their background. Not only that, just like profiling someone because of where they're from, even just their culture and religion, all of that.
Hate's actual race that's different than your own. But I wouldn't say to love a race more. It's more so about hate.
I think racial profiling is very unfair. It's rude. It's inconsiderate. It's wrong, pretty much.
It's wrong just because everybody should be given an equal opportunity based on their character and contributions and not on their race that they were born with.
Like everyone, I don't like the racial profiling, whether it's in media or even today, even if it's subtle. That those small subtle things still count as well.
It's unnecessary because there's no point in saying, oh, because you're a specific type of race, you can't get specific things, because it doesn't seem as if certain people can have that opportunity like other people. It's better to like that if everybody can just have the same thing and have the same benefits as everybody else, then there would be no problems.
I think corporations disguise racism through loopholes that they use in order to actually make more money for the companies.
I guess in the sense of employment opportunities, I believe that they use, the sense of having to fill a quota of minority employees.
Making commercials with minorities to make the world think that they're treating all races in their companies the same, when that's clearly not the case.
Corporations disguise racism in literally anything that they put out. Whether in like media, for example, any minorities are always the sidekicks. They're never the main characters. I mean, now we're seeing that more often because now people are being more outspoken about it. It's like, well, we should see a Latino main character, or Indian, or Asian, or the whole 9 yards.
Unfortunately, I don't think we can overcome racism. Both of my parents are kind of racist, and my parents are also homophobic as well, with all that into it. They're traditional people.
I really don't think that racism could end. I think if it were to end, the whole world would have to be blind. That way no one would actually know who is what.
People need to come together instead of acting divided, because yes, one person can change, but it takes a group of people to try and make one thing possible than another. We can't just say we're gonna stop it without putting any effort into it, because then that just seems like empty words instead of action.
There's always going to be one person that just has to be the odd man out and feel something against towards another culture. I would love to. Maybe in the future, way in the future we will. But it's a thing that we're slowly trying to change.
Something to keep in mind. Well, that's it for today. I want to thank my guest, Professor Anna Sasis, and you for tuning in. You have been watching Focal Point, the Community College of Philadelphia magazine show on CCP-TV, the Emmy-nominated educational channel of Community College of Philadelphia. All segments of Focal Point are produced by the students in the digital video production curriculum. I'm Darlene Muntz, a student in the theater arts curriculum here at CCP. See you next time.